Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce myself? My name is Jack Benny, and I was asked to be Master of Ceremonies for this occasion. Now, in this little offering, I have the extreme pleasure of presenting to you 8 leaders of the songwriting profession, whose melodies have done much to brighten up your days and my nights. Now, I know a lot of jokes have been told at the expense of songwriters, but do you ever stop and realize how much joy and happiness they bring into our lives? Now, take Lohengrin's Wedding March, for instance. There was a happy thought. I'd like to identify these boys for you, so in case you find them prowling around your home some night, you'll know how to address them. First, I want you to meet Mr. Fred Fisher, who has been writing songs continually since the year 1800, or 1900. Starting with When You Know You're Not Forgotten by the Girl You Can't Forget, Peg of My Heart, Ireland Must Be Heaven, Chicago, and All Points West, including that sensational success, Dardanella. The Dardanelles, as you all know, are in the Orient, just 15 miles east of St. Paul. These prices. I didn't know they carried on like that in St. Paul. Pretty, too. I don't know whether or not you folks noticed that. A great many people are under the impression in writing a popular song that you merely sit down at the piano and dash it off. Now, that's a misnomer. Songwriters spend much of their time doing research work to get the correct data. Now, in writing The Japanese Sandman, Mr. Ray Egan spent many weeks amongst the Japanese and finally won a set of dishes at Coney Island. Mr. Egan also wrote Till We Meet Again, Ain't We Got Fun, and Sleepy Time Gal, but will play for us his favorite. The little lady you just heard sing had her nose lifted about a week ago so she could be heard in the balcony. Many of our stellar lights of the stage and screen today owe their position to the man who discovered them, Mr. Gus Edwards. If I were to mention all of the songs that Mr. Edwards has written, I'd perhaps be here for hours. But the one that we always associate him with is...
School days, dear old golden rule days, reading, writing, and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. You are my queen in a calico. I was your bashful barefoot beau, and you wrote on my slate, I love you, Joe. When we were a couple of a king.
Very good, Gus. Of course, that song was written way before my time. Now, friends, I want you to meet a very young composer, Mr. Dave Dreyer, who is just out of his teens, about 12 years out. Mr. Dreyer wrote Cecilia, Back in Your Own Backyard, There's a Rainbow Round My Shoulder, and his most beautiful melody, Me and My Shadow. I think that's marvelous work on the part of Mr. Dreyer for the fact that he's only been in this country a short time. Mr. Dreyer came from Russia about 3 years ago, and as soon as he arrived in this country, he got a job as a radio announcer until he could speak English. There was a song composed recently that became an overnight sensation. I refer to that popular plaintive melody written by Mr. Roy Turk and Mr. Fred Ahlert, entitled Mean to Me. This, friends, is not their only meritorious composition, as they also have to their credit My Sweetie Went Away and I'll Get By As Long As I Have You. Mr. Turk writes these songs, and Mr. Ahlert translates them. Boys, give us that Mean to Me.
Each night when you say you phone, you
That was real nice. I enjoyed that.
I'm glad you like that.
What's your name, may I ask?
Babe Flick.
Dave Blake. Isn't that cute? Have you been singing long?
Oh, no, just a short time.
Really? Well, I enjoy your work very much.
Thank you, Mr. Benny.
Are you here alone?
No, I'm with my mother.
Your mother. The next songwriter I want to introduce to you.
Oh, Mr. Benny.
Please. Now may I present Mr. Nacio Herb Brown, the composer at the piano, and Mr. Arthur Freed, the lyricist, who also writes the words. These two boys wrote Doll Dance, Broadway Melody, You Were Meant for Me, The Pagan Love Song, and The Wedding of the Painted Doll.
It's a holiday, today's the wedding of the painted doll. It's a jolly day, the news is spreading all around the hall. Red Riding Hood and Buster Brown, the jumping jack jumped into town. From far and near, they're coming here. Church bells ringing, bringing all the little dollies from the follies with their painted cheeks. Little Mama Doll has fussed around for weeks and weeks. Shoo the blues, no time to lose. Rice and shoes will spread the news. But it's a holiday, today's the wedding of the little painted doll.
I've come to the conclusion that it's a very simple matter to write a popular song. I mean, the way these boys write it. Because after all, what do? They rhyme a lot of words like babbling brook and shady nook and moon and June and spring and ring, and they're all alike. And after all, you don't need much of a vocabulary to write a song. You merely say pupper-a-pup and bodeo-do, and you have it. Now, I wrote a song a short time ago, that is the words to a song, and I've omitted those common phrases like babbling brook and shady nook and moon and June, and the only trouble is I have no melody to it. Say, do you boys think that you could write a melody to these words on the spur of the moment?
Sure, of course, certainly, absolutely.
Boys seem to be in doubt. Gus, will you take the first two lines? Here you are, Gus.
Look for a nook by a babbling brook. Brook.
Did I write that?
Of course.
Say, you've got to have a brook running through a song. Silly to write a song without a brook.
Well, here goes. Look for a nook by a babbling brook when you've got a little spot where no one can look.
Fine, Gus. Thanks. It was great. Fred, will you take this next train, find a shady tree, and get yourself a girl and boy? Novel, isn't it?
Find a shady tree, get yourself a girl and boy.
That was pretty. Mr. Fisher, will you take these next two lines right there?
Perfume the air with some...
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Pardon me. You know, this picture is going to play someplace besides Milwaukee, I think. I'll read this for you. Perfume the air with some flowers rare. Paint your sky a blue on high. Be sure they both care. Sounds familiar. That's fine. Now, by the way, Mr. Fisher, if I were you, I'd be a little bit careful. You're commencing to lose your hair. Mr. Fisher, by the way, is the only songwriter that I know of who gets his hair cut with his hat on. Dave. Oh, I beg your pardon. I forgot to introduce Mr. Dave Schnell. Of course, you all remember his brother, Mach. Dave, will you take this next strain? Now, listen. Dave, this is really the most important part of the whole chorus. You know what I mean? It's right in the middle of the chorus. Swear to love each other and to share each other's joy. And what I want in there is a great big punch. You know what I mean? Just bring it right up. A great big punch there.
That's the punch.
The punch. Ray. Oh, Ray, I'm so sorry. I forgot all about you. Folks, I want you to meet Mr. Ray Heindorf, who hasn't composed anything, but we needed 8 pianos in the act. Ray, will you take yours right here, please?
Make sure it's June. Make sure the moon shines down from above. Make sure it's June. Say, I thought you weren't going to use the word June.
You rhyme August. Say, that's beautiful. Say, there's the prettiest strain we've had yet. Mr. Egan, you're next. Right there, Dave, take yours right there, please. Read that thing. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I forgot all about that. An andere Sache, vergess nicht die Ring. En sei sicher, du hast a Song, die ganze Welt kann singen. Verstehst? Thank you.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Benny.
He learns quickly. Herb, I wonder if I'm going to have any trouble with you.
Oh, I'll dabble with it, old boy.
You'll what?
I'll dabble with it, old boy.
You'll dabble with it.
Yeah.
If you do, I'll redabble you. That's fine. Now, boys, all play it together, and if it's a hit, then I'm wrong.